Yeah, I could hear him crunching there.
Okay.
Yeah, so could I.
It wouldn't be Biddle if we weren't all talking through the intro. Are we live? Are we back? There we are. We are.
Yeah, we're live.
We're on.
We're on.
Okay, so I think we'll skip the OpenSUSE conversation because this is the second time we tried to do the OpenSUSE conversation and it crashed exactly at the moment we wanted to talk about it. So let's move on.
I think before you just mentioned it's going to crash again.
Interest.
That's right. It's so many people coming in from OpenSUSE team when you say that it crashes the stream. It's just an influx of traffic.
How dare you insult our project?
It's like slash dotting.
All right, Peter, did you want to talk about your favorite distro or something about your favorite
I
distro?
shall do, but let me do an intro first. That everyone keeps going on about this Brit guy coming to America. I want to remind everyone that a Brit guy came to America 20 years ago and set the way.
No, you're a Scotsman. That's different.
No, Barb, you're a teacher. You know better. I am a Brit. I'm a Brit and a
Yes,
Scot.
the United Kingdom. I got it.
Trying to forget.
And Zeb is a Brit and an Englishman.
Okay.
So,
Well said, Peter.
There you go.
I'm
I'm so
also a Waffle House addict. My hometown of Lexington has 9 Waffle Houses, and I've been to every one of them.
I love Waffle House.
I don't think we have
Covered, smothered, chunked, and topped. Yes.
It's the best stuff that's not good for you, and you shouldn't eat it. But you just want to anyway.
With that out the way,
Don't let your cardiologist hear that.
Right?
I want to announce that my name's Peter, and I use Solus and Arch.
Wow.
I'm a double dipper.
You're half awesome.
What I did, because we were told to try something, to try a feature that you like, I absolutely love the Budgie desktop. To me, it's the best desktop environment for myself. In Zeb's talk, he talked about not knowing what workflow is all about. Right, Zeb?
Yeah.
To me, workflow is how you do things and where you place things and how you want your system to work. And to me, Budgie is perfect for me. It might not be perfect for others, but it's perfect for me. So I wanted to try it on something else. And I already tried it on Ubuntu Budgie. I went and installed Arco Linux V with Budgie, and happy to report it's working well with one calibret, one problem. For some reason, in Arco Linux, or I don't know if it's Arco or Arch, either way, the Budgie desktop has removed the whole appearance desktop icon section. So you cannot do desktop icons at all. You have no option to do it. And I prefer to use them. But the point was on Budgie, on Arco, the desktop icon section is not there. Why? I don't know.
Did you check Eric Dubois' YouTube channel to see if he had any videos on that?
I've not had time. I could go on for hours, but
I actually know why it's doing this. It's
my mother-in-law has been in hospital this week, and I've been spending time with her. So what's the answer, Chicken?
It's because in Arch, Nautilus's versions ahead of when they removed the desktop icons from it, so Budgie doesn't have a replacement for it yet.
Okay, that makes sense. Right.
So
I just wanted to report that.
yeah, just a quick question then. Would you not be able to downgrade to a previous version of Nautilus that still had it?
I don't know. I just installed the Arco ISO.
Because I was doing that for a short while with OBS. I'd load up Salient OS that Silent Robot put out.
Yeah.
But the latest version of OBS doesn't play well with ETS2. And I can't remember the name of the program, but you install, I think, is it downgradable or does it downgrade? Why? What's that? It's a program called Downgrade, where you can then type downgrade Nautilus, and it will give you previous versions
Yeah, absolutely. In Arch with any package, you do not have to use the latest version of the software. There can be issues where you may run into because other things have updated, and that software package now you're pulling back will have dependencies that won't be met. So it can require work sometimes to go back, but it is certainly possible.
But it's certainly worthwhile for Peter to try just to see if he can get his icons on the desktop.
Absolutely. If you're smart enough to use Arch, you can do this.
I think the one concern
Either way, it's not a problem for me. I just want to point it out, and I'm glad that there's an answer. Thank you for checking for that. I do appreciate there is an answer. Huh? So I want to test my favorite desktop environment in a different system.
All right. Kevin, did you want to say something about your favorite distro? Windows.
I will just say that I love Fedora. Fedora is excellent.
Yeah.
They have the latest and greatest packages. You know, those of you who use Arch may be familiar with that, but
well, let's not go a little crazy there, okay? You don't have the latest and greatest stuff.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great, though. I love Fedora.
Well, I will say, Kevin, the guy that actually put Linux on Zeb's links, he put Fedora 30 on. So there you go.
Good choice.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll just say, I don't know. They have really good up-to-date packages, good hardware support. I love DNF as a package manager. I've heard lots of complaints before on this channel about DNF being slow, and you know, I can kind of understand that to a certain degree, but really it does a lot of stuff for you that you don't really realize, I think. You know, the main thing is, you know, I've used you know, apt and stuff like that, Pac-Man in the past, I guess, on Arch, but the ability to roll back in Fedora is a lot better than I've seen on a lot of other systems. I mean, I can pretty much run like DNF history list and DNF history undo to a specific like snapshot ID or whatever and roll back to any point in time. So a lot of people think that speed's important in a package manager, but I like the ability to be able to roll back like that and the stability that Fedora provides, along with the fact that, you know, it's available with pretty much any desktop you could want.
Awesome.
Can I add to that the one thing that is keeping me from using Fedora, because I love it too for all the same reasons you just said, Kevin, is they roll the kernel, but not the message drivers. So if they would roll the message drivers in there, or be one of the few distros that actually, you know, puts some effort behind the one company producing open source hardware, it would be amazing. Number one, if we actually supported the companies that did that. But number two, that would make Fedora, to me, an unstoppable distro for a desktop. That's the one thing that they're not doing that other rolling distros do, like Tumbleweed or Arch, is they're not rolling the message drivers with it. If they could fix that, I think Fedora has a real... I mean, they're obviously already very popular, but I think they would bring a lot more users.
Would that pull you away from Arch?
In a way... Possibly, because I don't know that I would say pull me away from Arch, but right now I run Fedora, Arch, and OpenSUSE on the beast, right? Those are my three. But I don't ever boot into Fedora very often because of the fact that I know it's just not going to have the latest mess of stuff. So all this new AMD things that were just launched, you know, with the Ubuntu's and others, now you're going to have to wait until the next release before you're going to see them in the kernel. So the hardware is going to drop next month on the 6th. You're going to wait 6 months before you'll ever be able to run it. And that's where OpenSUSE and Tumbleweed and these rolling distros are superior. But Fedora rolls too, which is awesome. But they need to roll the mess up piece, and then I think they would be a true competitor. And then, yeah, I may very well, because you get the stability of Fedora along with that rolling piece. It would be a tough call for me not to switch. I'd say that.
And Fedora benefits from the open QA from the OpenSUSE. Just want to throw that out there.
Sure you did.
It's true.
All right. So, thanks, Kevin. And Dasgeek. So, Vash, I guess you're up next.
Okay. Well, I actually went a bit of a different direction this week. I've been using Mint, and I've been using Kubuntu, and I also was using a little bit of Ubuntu Mate, but my version is the developer version or whatever, so I didn't have repositories I needed for that. But anyway, I ended up messing with Wine and installing Path of Building. If anybody plays Path of Exile, they're probably familiar with that. But ended up doing that, which was kind of new because I didn't really mess with Wine that much before this. So I somehow managed to get that installed. And then also I was actually playing around with Jack Audio on the Mint install this morning. So that was interesting. But it's just kind of interesting how you can take all that and then set up a core and kind of do such different things and look at all that. And of course with other distros as well. But it's just kind of cool to see all of that come together and really kind of start
Vash,
deeper aspects of that.
Vash, you say about messing with Jack, but you're not like a new person to audio, are you?
I know a little bit, but not a whole lot. I'm still going to need a lot of. I know I'm going to have to get some tips from Scrapjaw about that. But I actually got it running somehow. I had to look up a couple videos to find the settings I needed.
Awesome. Yeah, Scrap's definitely a good guy to reach out to. He knows that stuff really well. Nate, how about you take it away?
Well, in the last about a week and a half or so I'm going a little bit outside of the bounds of the challenge. Not really challenge. I've been doing a lot of upgrades of OpenSUSE Leap from 15 to 15.1, and these are just machines that I don't touch very often. They're just kind of they're side machines or machines that are serving a specific function. So I did an online upgrade, which is the most dangerous upgrade, going from a machine as one of the kids' school machines. Are you hearing me okay?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Everything just kind of went quiet, and I thought, oh, something's going on.
I just turned my volume down.
Oh, okay. Went from 42.3, doing an online update, so while the machine is running, to 15.1, so skipping a version and just and doing an upgrade while the system is running. And it ran the command terminal sudo zipper dup, and the whole thing actually it upgraded, and I had 0 glitches, not a single glitch. And I was really impressed by that. So zipper probably just as good as DNF, or I'm sure they're in the same camp, Kevin. So I was really impressed with that, and I'm really happy about it. I got a little write up, but the I would say, like, overall, using OpenSUSE Leap or doing these upgrades, I can say the overall experience of all these upgrades is it's all been very positive. It's all been incredibly boring and unremarkable doing these version jumps, and I really appreciate that about OpenSUSE. It is a happily boring distribution that just happens to work once you got it going. So there's some, I still think the partitioner, when he's setting up and then the Wi-Fi could use a little work as far as making it more user approachable. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, it's been fantastically boring is how I like to put 15.1.
That's awesome.
I'd like to give props to the OpenSUSE installer, though, for their options with like the boot settings and whatnot. Being able to control how Grub is going to be set up ahead of time is fantastic, as well as the option to disable certain CPU mitigations that you are comfortable with on your system is fantastic.
Yeah.
What he said.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying what Chicken said.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah, I just installed OpenSUSE today, the Tumbleweed, on my my laptop, and this is a Razer 15-inch laptop from 2016.
Uh-oh.
The hotel Wi-Fi, I think, is getting inundated.
Oh, I could tell. Yeah, I think it is. Can you still hear me now?
Hopefully that's not me. I might be dying again.
You're good now.
Hang on, let me see what's going on.
No, it's not. It's not you. I don't think it's
Carlos.
check.
You've returned, Carlos. I
Oh,
can hear
okay.
you.
But the
Sorry.
stream.
The stream.
Yeah,
right?
the
Kevin.
when I installed this laptop, when